Sayın seyirciler, kimi Kur'an-ı Kerim ve ezan-ı şerifin kalpleri titreten heyecanıyla çıktı yola, kimi çevresindeki Müslümanların yaşamlarından etkilenerek başlattı hidayet yolculuğunu. Ve o yolculuklar onları hak dini İslam'la şereflendirerek tamamlattı muhteşem dönüşümü. Amerika Birleşik Devletleri'nde Müslüman olan bir grup muhtedi, yani Müslümanlığı seçen insanlar geçtiğimiz günlerde Türkiye'yi ziyaret etmişti. Diyanet TV olarak biz de o heyette yer alan Amerikalı Müslüman kardeşlerimizle bir özel haber serisi hazırladık. Onların İslam'la nasıl tanıştıklarını, neden Müslüman olmaya karar verdiklerini ve İslam'ı seçtiklerini, sonra hayatlarının, hayata bakışlarının nasıl değiştiğini paylaşmak istedik sizlerle. Onların hikayelerinde hem biz Müslümanlara hem de Müslüman olmayanlara, hatta İslam düşmanlarına önemli mesajlar vardı. İşte o haber serimize bugün Aaron Boyden'la başlıyoruz.
Onlar her biri farklı hikayelere sahip insanlar. Kimi doğuştan Amerikan vatandaşı, kimi zor şartlardan kaçarak göçmen olarak geldiği ülkede yeni bir hayat kurmuş. Ortak noktaları ise yaşadıkları hayatın onları bir şekilde İslam'la buluşturması ve kelime-i şehadeti yüreklerinde tasdik etmeleri. 2013 yılında Amerika Birleşik Devletleri'nde Diyanet İşleri Başkanlığı tarafından Müslümanların ve İslam'ı tanımak isteyenlerin hizmetine sunulan Diyanet Merkezi, İslam'ı seçerek Müslüman olan 15 Amerikalıyı Türkiye'ye getirdi.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aaron Boyd. I'm from Washington, D.C. Thank you so much, the Diyanet Center, Turkey, the municipality of Konya, Istanbul. It's been such an honor and a pleasure to come to experience the culture and experience Islam in action. My duas have been answered, the iman in my heart.
İslam'la şereflenen Amerikalılar öykülerini Diyanet TV haberi anlattı. Aaron Boyd, İslam'la 2017 yılında tanışmış.
I grew up as a Mormon, which is a specific type of Christianity, and going to the Mormon church as a child, I have very specific memories of learning things about the Mormon religion that didn't make sense to me. Some things that were even like oppressive in a way towards other people. And so as a child, it didn't make any sense to me and I questioned it. And then as I grew older, through some family difficulty and my parents no longer being together, we no longer continued practicing the Mormon faith. And I continued to search for God. I always, as a child, had love for God. I loved to pray. I believed in God, but I didn't believe in what I was being taught. And as I got separated from the Mormon faith and continued to struggle through difficulties, I got angry. I didn't understand what was happening and I became atheist.
İslam'a ilk adımını arkadaşlarıyla birlikte Ramazan'da oruç tutarak attığını belirtiyor.
And as I got separated from the Mormon faith and continued to struggle through difficulties, I got angry. I didn't understand what was happening and I became atheist. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always kept a curiosity and an appreciation in my heart for discovering the truth, for finding peace and finding contentment. And in 2017, I had met a group of friends who began to truly introduce me to Islam in a time where I was ready to really learn more. And I decided to fast Ramadan with them as a non-Muslim, just in solidarity and in curiosity. And throughout the month of Ramadan, I read the Quran, the English interpretation, but also listening to it. And throughout that month, that's when Allah really opened my heart and really invited me to understand.
Müslümanlığa yönelişini de bir heves ve etkilenmeden çok bilinçli bir arayış olarak ifade ediyor. Hidayetindeki en büyük unsursa Kur'an-ı Kerim olmuş.
The English interpretation, but also listening to it. And throughout that month, that's when Allah really opened my heart and really invited me to understand who my Creator is and who I am as a creation of God, and just gave me the opportunity to learn how to worship Him correctly. And it brought me so much peace and so much joy to learn how to live my life in the best way for my Creator and in the most beautiful way I can here on my time on earth. So it was such a blessing. And 3 days after Ramadan, I took my Shahada. It was no questions after that. I knew I was ready to be a Muslim. It was the Quran. Really, throughout the month of Ramadan, it was reading the Quran and listening to the Quran and listening to Allah's words, reflecting on His questions over and over again. Will you not listen? Will you not come? Will you not be, here with the truth? And as He would ask me those questions, I just remember thinking like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I've been asking for, what I've been searching for. I just remember I would listen and I would weep. I would be so happy and feel a peace that I had never experienced before. All the pain, all the things that I could never find an answer for, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me those answers with the Quran.
Müslüman olduktan sonra hayatında birçok şey değişmiş. Farkındalıkları değişmiş, sorumlulukları artmış.
When I decided to start wearing hijab in the United States, that was where I really started facing challenges in my transition, becoming a Muslim, because my Islam was on show for everyone around me, and so I had to really be prepared to be a representative of Islam. I had to be prepared to be righteous, be pious, be caring, and be able to navigate people's discomfort with my religion. There was only one time in particular so far where I felt a threat of physical violence, but other than that, it has been a lot of difficult conversations, but for the most part, alhamdulillah, I've been very blessed that I haven't experienced more of the harm and hardship that other people I know have.
Bu süreçte ne yazık ki insanlık için bir utanç kaynağı olan İslam düşmanı saldırılara da maruz kalmış Erin Boyd.
It's absolutely challenging living as a Muslim in the USA. The religion is not respected, it's not understood. It's really just not understood. People who are Muslims struggle with their Muslim identity, struggle with their practice. The reminders are not so readily available, like the adhan going off across the whole community and everyone knowing that it's time to pray. Like when you're in the United States, that reminder comes on your phone. Like you don't receive. It is really challenging. My own family members think I'm homophobic now, or think that women who wear niqab are wearing the outfit of a terrorist.
Ayasofya önünde gerçekleştirilen röportaj esnasında birden ezan okumaya başlıyor. Ezan-ı şerifin hissettirdiklerini de tüm içtenliğiyle dile getiriyor.
I just feel so much beauty, so much peace, so much happiness. Allah knows best.
That is everywhere.
And then, alhamdulillah, peace. I just feel so grateful to be a Muslim and to know the beauty of Islam and to understand the beauty of my Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's an honor every time I get to listen to the adhan. It's an honor.
Amerika Diyanet Merkezi'nin yardım çalışmalarına da destek veren Boyd, Diyanet İşleri Başkanlığı ve Konya Büyükşehir Belediyesi'nin katkılarıyla Türkiye'ye gerçekleştirdikleri ziyaretten çok etkilendiğini belirtiyor.
Oh my goodness, right?
I'm so enthralled with Turkey. It's so much more than I ever expected. It's really funny because my Turkish friends would always tell me how beautiful and how amazing and how wonderful it is here. And of course, you never really understand until you experience it firsthand. The warmness of the culture, the way in which guests are taken care of, whether they're guests coming from the Diyanet Center or they're guests coming as refugees from another country. We got to learn. So much of Turkey is living culture, learning about the history, learning about the calligraphy, the marbling, nasheeds that have been sung or practiced and made art for thousands of years, hundreds of years, and as they continue to be.